Testing, testing. Man, we really can't catch a break here, huh? Oh wait, hold on. Are we literally about to? Yeah, we really can't catch a break. But Silver Days is in the house. Obviously, I can't. I have to wait until my cat moves because we're just gonna be sitting on the ground until he moves. This is Cheese Noodle. He likes to sit where he's not allowed to, but whatever. Let's see. Silver Days, what's up? Free Lightning, let's go. Welcome to the live stream, man. It's gonna be a slow day. Obviously, it's bearish. Everyone's always bearish. Bitcoin's not doing anything. It's just hovering. Actually, I mean, we are technically still over support. So we did actually break over this area of support at 112. So technically, I mean, it is still respecting this area. So the stock RSI is completely reset. The RSI is closer to oversold than neutral. So that's not bad. All is the end. Let's go. Cheese Noodles in the house. Yeah. Yeah, Cheese Noodles just sleeping like he doesn't have any worries about the crypto market. Let's check to see if we have any coins to look at. Brutal market, man. Yeah, I don't think we had any I don't think we have any coin requests. Yeah, I think yep. I think a lot of people are just like, "Oh, when is my coin going up?" I think they kind of forget like, "Hey, I don't know." Like what? We're all in this together. I'm waiting for Dogecoin to go up. Let's see. Speaking of Dogecoin, yeah, I guess let's make a video on Dogecoin. Taking a look at Dogecoin Mars on my floor. Obviously, I don't want to sit on my chair because my cat is sleeping on my chair. Anyway, so taking a look at Dogecoin Mars, nothing has happened, but obviously we're going to still make an update video on it because we have this awesome rocket ship drawn, and then we have our moon target here. So I think that's pretty cool. Couple things to highlight. We did hit oversold on the daily. The stock RSI did completely reset. Obviously, we're getting some sort of bounce on the daily, and then on the weekly, the stock RSI has almost completely reset. Just keep in mind the last time this happened was February of 2025, and that's it did mark a bottom. We did get a nice recovery, although we didn't follow through with it. And then the time before that was September of 2024, and then obviously same concept, right? We had a recovery, but we couldn't follow through and close over key areas of resistance. And then obviously back here. There's some light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know if it necessarily has to come to zero. We might experience a little bit more selling, but the good thing is that at least we're getting some sort of recovery bounce right now. And hopefully we can follow through, and hopefully we can get this rocket ship at least in resistance between 6.014 at this point and 6.024. So that's pretty much it for Dogecoin. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Let's see. Good evening, Cheese Noodle. I'm here. Let's see. All-Star Mog, sir. We gotta wait until Matthew Jobco gets here before Mog. And that's funny because you just wrote hello. So we got Matthew Jobco's in the house. Did you go for a run? Have you gone for your run today? I don't know if you run on Mondays. I did cardio today. I did an hour. Sorry, I did 50 minutes on the elliptical. 550 calories. I have 5 cats and 2 dogs. Let's go. We gotta look at Mog. Oh, Mog is having a nice recovery right now. Hopefully we break 49 to 75, but I'll take a look at it. What's up, everyone? The Crypto Undead's in the house. Hey, you didn't go live today, huh? I didn't see you go live today. I actually checked earlier. Wait, did you? You streamed 13 minutes ago? Wait, how long did you live stream? Because I literally, like, I was looking at, like, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Wait, what time did you live stream, though? Was it late? What time did Oh, you live streamed 58 minutes ago.
Hi,
oh,
this
yeah,
is Sona with
I was working. I was working at that time. And I didn't get notified. So everybody go check out TCU, the Crypto Undead. He also goes live stream. I don't know his schedule. I don't know how his frequency. He usually goes live for the most part a lot, like 2 or 3 times a week. Definitely go check. Hey, I like these thumbnails, man. I actually just made a thumbnail. Obviously, you saw it when you came in, but I actually created a thumbnail too for my live stream. Dude, this thing is sick, man. It actually it matches your like 80s like gaming, like Atari, like Tron. You know, it really adds that that vibe. Yeah, your new thumbnails look sick, man. But yeah, definitely go check them out. And yeah, show some love to TCU. He does the same thing. He always wishes us that our coins go to the moon. And please pump Dogelon for me. Please, Dogelon, go up. I'm not in OXC anymore though. So the hot crypto TCU. Hope Mog fans are buying it at the continued discount. That is true. I mean Mog actually had a complete reset. So if you didn't buy now, like, you might miss out on the opportunity to buy it lower as of right now. No run today. It's Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday. I thought it was Monday. No run today. It's Tuesday. Meow, can you look at 50 and Moonwell as well? Yes. Silver Days wants me to look at Zebic. Wait, let's take a look at Mog first. Taking a look at Mog on the live stream. So we are coming back up to resistance right now. So we're not going to change the chart right now. We do have resistance at 6049 to 6075. So I think on the weekly update video, we did say that we had resistance here. A breakout, again, should send us to retesting the, I believe this is the 618. Yeah, it's the 618, which we're going to use this because I'm not using this wick right now. 618 is in play, and then double top breakout should send us the previous high. But right now, the targets to look after are not getting stuck in this area of resistance, which is 6049 to 6075. Again, Mog did have a full reset. I do want to emphasize and highlight the fact that it did hit oversold, and the stock RSI did reset on the daily. So just make a note of that. No, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. All right, let's see. Oh, you said Zebic, right? Damn, my cat's really not moving. Taking a look at Zebic on the live stream. So for Zebic, we came back up and we retested this area of resistance. So the chart hasn't changed, and I'm not changing it yet because we're over key levels, which is 2035, and then we're just waiting to get this breakout. So obviously we were about to get this breakout, and then obviously the whole market tanked. But the good thing is that a lot of coins aren't having this strong of a recovery. So I think it's just a matter of time before Zebic does break 2047, and then we start breaking back up to previous highs and then my 1.5 cent targets. So again, nothing has really changed from the last time that we looked at it. So everything's still kind of the same. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. No one today. Meow, can you look at Fitfee and Moonwell? Oh my God. Wait, where's Dwayne Kelly? I gotta wait until he comes. Actually, I'll just make a video. I don't think he's coming. So I'll make a video for him. But gosh, man, it just made another low. So Taking a look at FitFi on the live stream. So unfortunately, we need to redraw the targets right now. So we keep making these lower lows, which isn't good. I hate seeing that in a coin because you don't know where the floor is, right? If you at least bottom out and establish a floor, then we could kind of look at where the reversal targets are. But right now, for example, for FitFi, it just made another low, so we have to kind of move our targets and say, okay, well, it's still bearish under, as of this point, it's still bearish under 2038, which, keep in mind, from the low to the high, that itself is a 300% move. So I will keep you updated. I hope we do establish a floor and a bottom, and then eventually we get a reversal, but I don't know how low this thing's going to go. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Let's see. And then Moonwell. Is that still resistance? Dude, Moonwell held up extremely good. Taking a look at Moonwell on the live stream. So the good thing is that you see a bunch of coins like XLM, XRP, Cardano have this giant like wick down, and then now they're like doing something like this. I guess one thing to note on Moonwell is that it doesn't have that, so it looks pretty nice. The targets actually haven't changed from the last time that we did look at Moonwell. This thing looks pretty solid in my opinion. It does look really bullish. We still have resistance at 2 cents 30 to 3 cents 20. A breakout should send us to 5 cents. And then from there to the moon, we'll have to draw the targets on that at that point. And then on the downside, it needs to establish a floor. So if it does come back down here to double bottom, hopefully it'll respect this level and this floor at 1 cent 50. Because if it doesn't, then we're going to break down and validate a downtrend in a channel that we're forming. So, but so far that's not the case because we're over 1 cent 50. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I will keep you updated. Let me see. Yeah. Also, my buddy postponed the Tuesday workout till tomorrow. I took a nap. Let's go. I went. Yeah, I only did 50 minutes of cardio today. 45 minutes. Yeah, you kind of you live stream a little bit late today, but it might have been because you had work. And also, I have to figure it out because look, I have notifications on for your channel, but I don't get them. Yeah, let me see. Unless I'm doing this wrong. So I'm subscribed. Oh, I guess I have to do all. There we go. Dude, I just figured it out. Okay. What's personalized mean? Why wouldn't it just always be all? All right, there we go. So now when you go live, I get to see it. So let's go. Like I just like unsubscribe. Like imagine just obviously I'm just joking, but yeah. So yeah, so there we go. I figured it out. Now I will never miss any of your live streams. I wouldn't have been able to make it today either because I was in the middle of working. So I wouldn't have checked, but now I'm getting notified, so that's good. 45 minutes, Matthew Jocko running therapeutic. Yeah, he's a runner, man. Yes, the running group I belong to, Riot Running, is our therapy. Matthew Jocko, nice. Silver Days, thanks, Meow. You're welcome, Silver Days. Half marathons, some Achilles, damn. Free lightning for 2 beans. Thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate that. First super chat of the night. Let's go. I started a new, damn. Kind of like I burned my hand the other day and now it's like itching. I was really hungry, so I touched the pan and it was really hot. And left a red mark and now it's itching. I started a new bag. I started two new bags today. Okay, so I started 2 new bags today. I bought Doge and Bonk. Also bought $2,000 worth of MOG. I don't think you could go wrong with MOG, especially right now. So if you are going to have the opportunity to sell at a profit, if you're going to sell, but if you're Matthew dropcoing it, then I don't think it's a bad play. I mean, I think that you did buy a pretty solid area, and your position now, if you bought theoretically now, can MOG 40x? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it can. Yeah, that's still under a $4 billion market cap, so that's not bad. I mean, can MOG 40x? Yeah, it can. It was a lot harder when we were up here. you were looking at a 20x, but now you have the opportunity to bag up to snatch up a bag down here at 50% less, right? Is it 50%? Damn. Yeah, 47%. Oh my gosh, man. That's crazy. So that's not a bad play. And you know, if it does come back up to here and double top, you still have the opportunity. So that would be worth like $4,000, right? No, it'll be $6,000 and $4,000 of profit. So that's not bad. It's pretty good. What's up, Luna? You're probably wondering why I'm sitting on the ground, and it's because of this. I'm not going to move my cat. So, you know, we're just going to have to do crypto analysis from the floor. Grimaldi, the Grim Reaper, I think Grim's going to come in here and say, hey, like, I'm just here to let you know it's bearish because it's always bearish. And then you're going to leave. But if you want me to look at your coins, let me know. I feel you. I get it. Look at Dogecoin. Like, I understand your pain. Hey, it's going up. But I understand your pain, Mr. Grim. Trust me. I mean, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to look at my portfolio. But I did buy the dip, but Gemini didn't let me buy it. It never ended up going below 70, and I couldn't even buy it 70, so I had to push up the price a little bit for the bots to sell to me. So all is the end. Yo, welcome to the Crypto Cats. Welcome to the Crypto Cats. Yo, thank you so much for the membership, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. Welcome to, you have access to, you now have access to some emojis. Yeah. So, and you also have access for me to put your coin on my watch list where I make my weekly watch list videos. So please let me know what you would like me to put on the, to put on my watch list for you. So these are all the watch list coins, which I lost so many members this last month, and obviously for good reason because it sucks. But I do probably need to kind of like reconcile this and see like how many coins I need to actually remove. But it doesn't matter. I just have to see what coins do good and what coins don't do good, and then also like make sure that they're not like member coins. XLM has to stay over 30 cents. We haven't looked at XLM in a while. We could take a look at XLM. Yeah, I'm distant runner too. Been a long time. Played baseball my entire life, and I fell in love with cardio in my early 20s. I used to run a lot. I used to run a lot when I was in the military. So I actually was a reservist. I took off my first semester of college, and I joined the Navy Reserves. True story. And I was a master at arms. And I went to basic training. I went to my A school, and then I came back to where I live, and then I started doing my weekend like work, and then my 2 weeks out of the year. And during that time, like during the entire 6 or 7 months of training and being out, it was just like literally hitting the gym and just doing a bunch of cardio and running all the time. And I loved it. It was like it was so addicting. So I totally understand falling in love with running. XLM has to stay over 30 cents. Let's see. I mean, I would say 28 cents, but we're not really that far off, so I'm not going to really argue with you over 1.5 cents, right? I think XLM, it's kind of doing the same thing the Zebik's doing, but Zebik is a little bit has a little bit more a nicer recovery. I don't think XLM has had its recovery yet, but I do think a breakout over 38 cents should confirm bullish all the way back up to probably between double top 52 cents to double top 64 cents. We have a lot of resistance here. Obviously, it's going to be resistance. But once we double top and break out, then you could say, oh my God, it's a cup and handle. But on the downside, 28 cents, so around 30 cents. I can agree with you. So 28 to 30 cents It does absolutely need to stay. If it doesn't, then I'd say we're screwed. I have 120 billion worth of MOG. I hold MOG 36071. Dude, you have 120 billion? That's like how much Dogelon I have. That's crazy. 6071. Yeah, it's gonna go back to your average, man. I don't think this is it. I think it'll go back up. Dude, MOG had a nasty correction, man. You like 78%. You guys know that like if you talk to anybody that's like rational and anybody that's like that doesn't understand crypto, if you tell them like, oh hey, like by the way, my portfolio overnight dropped by 78%. Oh yeah, and I bought the dip, and then on that position I'm up 150% right now. They would think you're absolutely nuts. But some people just don't get it. Cats rule. Yeah, oh, free lightning, always using the emojis. Let's go. Much appreciated. Running hurts my endorphins. Are the best when I do. My wife was in the military. We have Navy Federal Bank, best bank I've ever had. I think I need to get Navy Federal again. I had Navy Federal in the past, but I need to actually get Navy Federal again because I feel like they do really good home loans. And not that I can buy where I'm at, but if I ever move to Florida, hey, let's go Florida, Winter Garden or Claremont, whatever however you say it, and then like a couple areas around there, like outside of Orlando. You're from Florida, so you know, like on the outskirts of Orlando. Yeah, that'll be pretty nice. Just a nice little 3 or 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 3 bathrooms. Yeah, I want my own bathroom. I want my own room. And that's actually the truth. Hell yeah. It keeps staying around 35 cents. You're talking about XLM? Yeah. Damn, are we going back down on the live stream? That's crazy. That's crazy. Do you think Well has bottomed? That's $1 million question, isn't it? Do I think Moonwell has bottomed? I don't know. I think that we're definitely at a bottom, yes. I mean, the stock RSI is almost completely reset. RSI is closer to oversold, under the moving average. We might get a little bit more sideways action, and then we might move up from here, but it's still bearish. So I'm hoping we did bottom, but I don't know. I don't know. I would say that's my answer, man. I hope we've bottomed. I think we've bottomed. I think that was the final capitulation before we actually like start getting alt season. I think that shook out a lot of people. It liquidated a lot of people, and it also triggered so many stop losses. And it completely wiped everyone, and then now we're getting some sort of recovery. So I think, I think we bottomed, but I can't confidently say because nobody actually knows. Do you feel like people are starting to flee Florida? Why is that? Orlando is 30 minutes from me. I live off I-4. I don't know what I-4 is, in between Tampa and Orlando. Oh, so you live like on the bottom left of Florida, and then Orlando. And then where we're looking is here. Wait, you're 30 minutes away? Oh, in between Tampa and Orlando. Okay. Because I was like, isn't Tampa more than 2 hour drive from Orlando? I thought that was pretty far. I lived in Winter Garden for about 2 years. Some parts are nice. I've been in Orlando my whole life. So what do you think? Do you think it's a good place? Do you think it's a good place to buy a house? Thank you for the TA. You're welcome. It's crazy. We have a good amount of Central Florida in the chat. Strange. Cost of living and no tourism. For what? Jerome Powell is dovish. Oh, do you think people like? Do you feel like people are starting to flee Florida because of the cost of living and no tourism? I don't know. I don't live there. That would be a question for All Is the End and for Free Lightning. Yeah, I think the earliest that I would leave is next year, end of next year. I wish it was this year. Oh man, that would be nice if it was this year, but yeah, I think so. In my opinion, just depends. Everybody's different. I love Florida. Just don't buy. Oh, dude, I'm never. Are you? You're joking, right? I'm never gonna buy a house in HOA. If I were, I would just buy. I would just buy a condo here where I live. You know, I'm never paying any HOA. I want to paint my house whatever I want. I want to put an American flag in the front and like like not get like freaking told to take the flag down. It's crazy. I mean, the stories I hear of people actually being told to like remove their flags and things like that. Like it's just what? It's just crazy. Or like, oh, you can't paint your house this color. Or oh, like, you know, you got to keep your trees trimmed or stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, no. I want to do whatever I want. Don't tell me what to do. I just paid $300,000 not to be hounded and told what to do, like in my own house. Like I would just rent. I own an Airbnb. I'm always booked, but I live in a college town. That's smart. That's smart. Like buy a house in Tallahassee, because you have a Florida State there, and then you have Orlando, and then you have, yeah, you could buy a house anywhere over there, like big colleges for yeah, FSU's over there, right? It's not a bad idea. What are we looking at? We could take a look at Sneck for flip coins, even though he hasn't been coming. I feel him, man. Crypto sucks, dude. But the good thing is Sneck is still good. Taking a look at Sneck on the live stream. So just making a quick update video on Sneck. So unfortunately, I mean, we had this massive sell-off, but we didn't move anything on the chart. So the chart is still the same. You're still validating this uptrend. You still came down and used this uptrend as support. And we did get a buyback over 3 cents. So everything is still valid. Targets on the upside are still valid still. And this chart looks very bullish. I mean, you have other coins that are basically holding on to their lows for dear life. And then you have Sneck here that's in this channel making higher highs, making higher lows. And you're still over key targets. So over 203, targets are still double top previous high, and then breakouts should send you to 1 cent 70 to 2 cents 90. But that's pretty much it for Sneck. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Meow, are you streaming this Thursday? Yes. And are you changing your live stream schedule this month? November or December? That's a good question. So it's Tuesday, Thursday, and then like, what is it? Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. But like sometimes I do go live like in between. But no, so the schedule is always going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Tuesday after work, 5 p.m., Thursday after work, 5 p.m., and then Sunday in the mornings. And then Saturdays when I post all the watch list videos. And then sporadically I'll go live. As of right now, no, I don't feel like, dude, unless my dojo launch, like I'm like, this is brutal, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is very depressing. Like, look at this chart. Like, this is pretty freaking bad. like what? Anyway, so obviously I'm going to wait until we go up and we start going to the moon, and then I'll feel a lot better, and then I will live stream every single day. But as of right now, maybe we'll do it in November, but I'll let you know beforehand. I mean, we still have 2 weeks, and hopefully the market turns around. Because obviously if I'm in the green and if my coin's going up, I'm going to be in a really good mood, and I'm going to be like, okay, let's all look like let's live stream every single day. But obviously, like when your portfolio is going to zero, it's like it drains your motivation. really. So anyway, I'll let you know in the next two. So basically, to answer your question, October is staying the same: Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and then November is to be determined, and then December is also to be determined. What's up, Fernando? Can we look at QNT? I don't think anything's happened, but yeah. Luna, let's not stress. Yeah, so, I mean, I wish, but then I open the chart and I'm like, what the heck is this nonsense? Can you look at Sapien? Yeah, I can take a look at Sapien. Yeah, I understand. I have a good amount of Dogelon too. I get it. Yeah. You know how it is. Like when we started going up and it's just so exciting. It's like, oh my God, is this it? And you just don't get that follow through. And you're just like, we've been sitting since January of 2023. You do realize that we've been like hoping and crossing our fingers and just basically eating this dip for the past 10 months, right? Free Lightning, for the past 10 months, it's just been death. So, yeah, I mean, it wears on your soul, you know? Can you look at QNT? Yeah, nothing has changed with QNT, man. It's still the same. It's better than Dogelon. So QNT is still getting stuck at 72 and 101. This is all resistance. You do need to get a breakout over 101. And then I could say to the moon, 176 is in play. And yeah, nothing too crazy on the indicators. We're not oversold. We're close to oversold, but we're also under the moving average, and the stock RSI is almost completely reset. So maybe you might get a little bit more sideways, and then we move up in a couple weeks. Can we take a look at Sapien? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, wow, dude, this actually came true. Oh my God. Taking a look at Sapien on the live stream. So, wow, our prediction actually came true, right? We predicted it correctly. No, but on a serious note, I'm not trying to FUD, but just be careful because you came up perfectly to this area of resistance. We do have resistance at 13 to 16 cents, okay? And not taking the close, but taking this. You can see that does also coincide with support at 14 to 1570. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to leave everything the same. With a sell-off and with some sort of correction, if we don't continue, we need to stay over 1350 to 1650. If we do, so if we come back correction and then the next leg up, the next target on the upside should be, let's see. I mean, I'm not going to use that actually. It's going to be 22 cents on the upside. So I'll draw this and maybe it'll come true, right? So 0.22 is the next target on the upside. I don't even know if you can read that. Yeah. But if we do break below here, then we are going to come back down and retest this previous low. And that's pretty much it for Sapien. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Oh, did you buy the dip, Free Lightning? I bought the dip, but I'm like way too overexposed now, man. like if anybody like on the outside, like in the real world, was like, hey, how much Dogelon Mars do you have? Like, what is Dogelon Mars? How much money do you have? Oh my God. But then again, if I make it, then I make it, you know, if it goes up, then I make it, you know? But it's just straight up degen gambling at this point, but whatever. It is what it is. No risk, no reward, high risk, high reward. No pain, no gain, you know? What do I got to lose? I'll just make more money, you know? I'll figure it out. I'll get a job at I'll get a part-time job at the gym. You know, it's crazy. I should have I actually applied to work at a gym part-time like years ago. And I didn't get it. What the heck? I'll just keep applying. Can you check out Toshi? Yeah. I don't think anything has happened with Toshi, but we could take a look at it for you. Yeah, so Toshi still, we didn't change anything with the chart. We do need to get a breakout over 3085, and we are struggling to get over this area. So Nothing has happened with Toshi, but this kind of looks like Zebic too, where it's like just waiting to break out. Actually, you did get a breakout, and then we made a video saying, hey, I'm not going to change the target because we need to actually keep it. Now, I didn't think that we were actually going to get a like 67% dip, but we unfortunately didn't hold it, and then now we're accumulating under this area. So it's still 3085, and then once we break that, I'd say to the moon. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, man, I can't believe that. If I only had Dogelon, I would be kind of stressed too. Yeah, I only have Dogelon. I guess I'm less stressed because I have other coins, but trust me, I feel you. Hey, smart. You're smart. Me? No. I have one coin and that's it. I've got it like, and that's the thing. It's like if I had a lot of money, it would be easy to like kind of diversify, but and actually not buy meme coins. Like, let me just get that. Like, it would like mostly be Bitcoin and what we're gonna do this next cycle with Bitcoin. But for me, in order to get that, I need to do this, and I feel like I feel like it'll pay off. I really do think it's. I don't think it's gonna go to zero, man. Like they're literally working on improving their coin. Like Rufus is live, the metaverse is live. Like it's not a dead project. I think it's just being slept on right now. So I didn't buy the recent dip, but I've bought before dips, of course. Yeah. I understand. The US just seized 15 billion of Bitcoin from a pig butchering ring based out of Cambodia. Pig butchering ring. That's so much money, so I'm guessing they will add it to the crypto US reserves unless they figure out how to get it back to the fraud victims. It's on Fox Business website. Hey, that's really nice that they're actually that's really nice that that they recovered those funds. Good for them. Good for them. Yeah, it's a completely dead stream today. I mean, there's like nobody here. Nobody likes crypto. It's going to zero. But meow. Remember, if Dogelon happens to explode, yeah, I know I'll be rich. Like even a 2x, man, it's gonna put my portfolio at like what 40K. And come on, you know how many times we've seen Dogelon like consolidate between like 601 and 602. There was a period of time which I'm sure you remember. We never thought that it was gonna break a zero. It was literally consolidating in the 14s to the 22s, and it was just going back and forth at that point. So. Even if it goes back up there, like I'm still solid. Dog and me, please. Been buying heavy past 3 days. It's okay. It's not stupid. I did the same thing with Dogelon, man. So you're not stupid here, man. You're smart. Because if it goes up, then you're a genius. But if it goes down, it's just money. So don't worry about it. So for Dog and me, I'm not going to change the targets right now. Because you did break down technically, but you're actually, yeah, look, technically it's closing over the trend line. So there you go. Damn, I just can't believe Dog and Me came all the way down here. That's just crazy. I mean, look at how small this market cap is. 18 million market cap, 217,000 holders. And it's on Coinbase? Like, how? I just don't understand. I really don't understand. That's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, as long as it stays over the trend line, and next major area of support, if we do break the trend line, is 3023. You're looking at, I don't want to change it, it's still going to be 43 to 57. So hopefully we get a recovery, a relief rally back up to this area at least, where we were before we had the dip. So that's the targets right now for Dog and Me. Freaking have 100K in this damn dog. You have $100,000 in Dog and Me? Bro, you have 100,000 coins, or you have $100,000 in Dog and Me? Dude, you have $100,000, man. Back, all it needs to do is go back to its all-time high, and you're gonna have more than 500K. Here, let's check. I mean, 100K, man. Let me check liquidity for you. Like, what the heck? It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. 2.7 million lock liquidity. That's okay. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's not bad. Like, look how much Dogecoin has. That's funny. Yeah, 11 million. 11 million lock liquidity to 44 million market cap. Wow. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a second. Hey, buddy. Did you make the thunderstorm? You okay? Oh, hi. Oh, hold on. Wow. Alright, let's see if this is good. Hold on, the cats outside want food, so obviously that's more important than the stream, so give me a second. Let me go get them food. Let me just make sure. Wow, dude, this seat is so warm. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's good. That's good view. All right. Start. Oh, you have 100K. Started with 25K. That's not bad. Holding like 300 million coins plus. But you have, yeah. So that's not bad, dude. You think Dog and Me is really gonna go back down to your 20? That's divided by 4, bro. It's never gonna go down that low. Being on Coinbase, like, I almost want to say 100%, but nothing is 100%. You are never going to be able to buy as low as you did with Dog and Me, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but you bought this before it was listed on Coinbase. Am I right? Dude, you have some rich viewers. Yeah, 100K, man. That's like I wish Dojo, I wish I had that much Dojo on Mars, man. I would have like over 1 trillion. Yeah, 80K would be 1 trillion. That would be nice. Selling 20% at 306 and another 20% at 308. And the rest, if it starts heading towards, that's good. Wait, what are your targets though? You said selling 20% at 306, which I do have resistance there at 55. So let's just call it even. Let's just call it there. And then you, yeah, so 65 technically with this dip, even though I'm not going to change the chart right now. And then you said 308, which you have, that's a 618 retracement. So you're kind of selling yourself a little short, but that's smart just in case it never hits the 618. These are all targets, so that's good. And then the rest, if it goes back up to all-time high, that's not a bad play. Because, I mean, think about it. It's such a small market cap. It could go well past that, man. I mean, 10x is 180 million, right? It could go like, if it goes to like a billion, that's 100x. That's 50x. I'm actually, yeah, I have to feed them. Hey guys. Hey guys, hold on. Hold on. You guys hungry? Let me turn on the light. Here, you want treats? Come on. Buddy. These are outdoor cats, though. Hey, you hungry? Yeah, you hungry? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, good girl. Yes, that hot. Like, damn. Buddy. Chester. All right, there we go. Yeah, what is this, man? I've never seen this truck in my life. I would not buy that truck. I would not buy a truck, period. All right, where was I at? I'm actually feeding all 7 of my cats right now. Nice. 7 cats. Oh my gosh. So many cats. Hey, you know, it's funny. We don't have 2 outdoor cats, but there were 2 stray cats out here and they're from the same litter. And I ended up buying them houses, like outdoor houses. Like, for example, it just rained, right? And when they didn't have houses, I felt bad. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy them houses. So I ended up buying them houses, and it just rained right now, and so it's like nice that they were like, and it stopped, and then they came out, and then they started meowing at the door. So it's like, oh, I guess they're hungry. I guess they're trying to eat. Let's see what's trending. Did I miss anyone's coins? I don't think I missed anyone's coins, but if I did, just let me know, and I'll take a look at it for you. Avantis. I guess we could take a look at Avantis. That's a good one. That gets good views. Oh, it's funny. I typed in dog in me. Avantis and Aventis. AVNT. Taking a look at Avantis on the live stream. So we don't really need to change our targets right now. Everything still stayed the same. We do have support here at 53. So 2 key areas that it needs, 2 key targets for Avantis is 53 cents, which you need to stay over, and then break over $1.06. Once we break that, then we can stay to the moon, previous highs in play, and then all-time highs, which as of right now for Avantis, I would say up to $8. So previous high to $8. Well, hold on, $7.60. So around $8. But we'll monitor it, and once we do get a breakout from these areas, then we can start kind of seeing, okay, well, where's the next areas of resistance and where's the next areas of support for a continuation up. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. And what's another one? Actually, you know what? Let me see. Let me actually check my analytics and see what let's see what like what videos did the best, right? Like, go to videos. I forgot how to do it. Analytics, right? Yeah, it's analytics, and then it's your top content is leash. Oh my gosh. Well, like, why is it leash? What am I supposed to do with this? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Why is this getting like 700 views? I guess, whatever. Taking a look at leash on the live stream, because apparently on my analytics, this was the #1 if in the last 28 days for whatever reason. People are looking up leash, even though it's basically dying. So obviously we had a really nasty capitulation. Apparently, I think it is minting coins. So just be careful. Buying this is a complete gamble, in my opinion. It's bearish under $20, and if it does manage to get back over $65, it is going to be bullish on the macro time frame. But as long as price action's under $20, you are at risk of making lower lows if this previous floor does not hold. Keep in mind that is between a 414x from the current price. Now looking at leash. Yeah, looking at leash. First of all, I mean, look at this chart. Again, I don't know what's going on with it, but 14 back up to $20 is a 5x, and that's going to put the market cap around 500 million. Now, if you go back and check the price versus the market cap has never been as high as it has right now. So the market cap is actually at an all-time high, even though the price came out at around $5,000. So back here, they had no market cap, and when it did have a market cap, the price was around $700 to $200 and $700. So it was ranging between $200 and $700, and you can see that the market cap was ranging between 30 to, on the high end, 61 and 70 million. So 30 to 70 million, and then you had the crazy minting happening, and now the market cap just made an all-time high when the price in reality made an all-time low. So again, not the best sign, but just be careful with it. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and I hope this turns around for the people that are in it, and I really hope you guys didn't lose too much money on this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Damn, dude, imagine buying Leash. What do I miss? XRP. What's your opinion on estimated time of arrival for alt season this cycle, bro? Look, man, you're asking me, and I'm literally in the same boat as you. I thought alt season would have happened by now. Now I'm just gonna say 2026 because I actually like I was wrong about it. I was wrong. My own portfolio suffered because I was wrong. So like I don't know. But you don't know and nobody knows, which is why this works. So the problem is like I based all season off of my portfolio, right? And first of all, back in June I sold one of my coins, and then my other coin I just it's just going to zero right now. So like I don't know. I hope alt season is going to start at least in November, December. I mean, we had a nice move up. Yeah, we had a nice move up last December, November to January, right? Yeah, November to January, we had a nice move up. So I'm hoping if that happens, like, November, December, January in the next 3 months, then we could get some sort of recovery rally and get up on out of here. But I really don't know. I mean, are we going to actually keep basically going down and dying? Like, or are we going to get some sort of recovery or like fast shape recovery and then move on up from here? I really hope we make it. So I would say as long as Bitcoin is over my macro areas of support, which in this case is 103 to 112,000, then I'm going to be in. But if this breaks below this area, then I might just call it quits and I might just sell and start accumulating Bitcoin when Bitcoin goes down like 50%. Elon is my biggest bag. Yeah, me too. I now have like 176 billion coins. So you might be a whale. You might have like 1 trillion, but that's a lot for me. That's a lot of money for me. I'm way overexposed. I bought like I didn't even want to. I thought 100 billion was my max, but then we had that giant dip, and I'm like, I could buy 76 billion for like $6,000 or however much it was. So I did it, but I don't know. Boo Leash. Well, going to play Fortnite. Hey, let's go Fortnite. I used to play Fortnite season 1 and season 2. That was years ago. Wow. I don't even have a console anymore. I can't even play even if I wanted to. What's up, Jeffrey? You want Pepe? You want Pepe the Frog? You want Pepe to go up? Let's see. Taking a look at Pepe on the live stream. So I think, yeah, we got stuck at resistance. Yeah, we got stuck at the 618 once, twice. We're still in this channel, so actually it's crazy. We haven't made an update video on this in months, but our chart hasn't changed yet. So we're still in this downward channel, and we're still getting stuck at resistance. So not using this wick, obviously. Bearish under 77, so I do want to see 74. I do want to see price action back over 5074. And if it doesn't, then it's bearish, and we're probably going to get a bigger capitulation back down to double bottom here. And if not, get a bounce from here, then make a lower low and I guess come down and fill this wick. But as long as we can manage to stay over this level, then obviously double bottom breakout, or you're going to get a V-shaped recovery now, and you need to break 5 zeros, so around 401. So it is going to eat a 0 and then make its way back up to triple top the 618, and then a breakout should send us to the moon. That's pretty much it for Pepe. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Pitbull is my biggest holding. Really? Did you like double down on Pitbull or triple down? Dude, this thing's, when we looked at this, like you're up, like I don't even want to move that. You're up 36%, man. That's nice. We're going to leave this right here though. So this is when we looked at it for Matthew Dropco. So you're, I mean, even if you bought here, you're still up. So not bad, man. Yeah, did you grow up in LA? No, I grew up in SoCal, but I'm not going to say exactly where. But no, it was not LA. I don't remember what part of California, just Southern California. You're welcome, Jeffrey. No, it's just that tree. Oh, so you're talking about like you're holding like the most amount of coins you're holding is Pitbull, but not necessarily the monetary value. Got it. Okay. Yeah, because it has 9 zeros. It has 9 zeros. So basically, you could buy 1 trillion for $90. No, for $900. You could buy 1 trillion for $900. Sorry. You could buy 1 trillion for $370. What was the other coins that were doing good? Avantis, XCN, Swiftcoin, XRP. XRP, nice. Yeah, I guess let's take a look at Swiftcoin. Apparently the people give the people what they want. Taking a look at Swiftcoin on the live stream. So we're getting a breakdown again, which isn't good. But hopefully I mean, technically I'm just going to call this at closing at the line at this uptrend. I really want to say, I mean, obviously I'll keep you guys updated. We really need to get back over 2071 and get back in this uptrend in this channel because I really don't want to redraw all of this. Everything was going so good, and then all of a sudden we had this black swan and this unfortunate capitulation. But we, at least, you know, it didn't. A lot of coins had a giant nasty wick down and sold off to pennies and then basically went back up. Swiftcoin didn't have that, so I guess that is pretty good for Swiftcoin. But we really need to get back over 2071. I will keep monitoring this, and we'll make another video if it does break down. But we will have to redraw all of this, and all the targets change if we do break below this area. But I'm going to leave everything as is right now. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. And then XRP is another one of my videos that is popular. Yeah, XRP is still bullish. Taking a look at XRP on the live stream. So we haven't changed anything with the chart in a while. If you had your buy order like at between $1.39 to $2, congratulations, because it came down perfectly. RSI hit extremely oversold. Stock RSI completely reset, and we got this monster bounce back up. So congratulations. If not, and if you're just holding it, no worries. It's very bullish over this target. I'd say it's still bullish as long as it stays over this box. If it doesn't, then it's bearish, but we're over it, and 650 is still the target on the upside. And then Moonboy target is, I think, $28 or somewhere around there. I don't want to call that because I don't want to scream $28 XRP before we hit 650. So when we hit 650, we'll take it from there, but everything's still the same right now. So none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. XRP. Been live for about an hour now. Let's go. Oh, man. Hey, we got a member. All is the guy who went and played Fortnite. Thank you so much for the membership, man. Hopefully getting my members back. I get it, though, man. I get it. It's freaking brutal. It is so bad. Yeah, it's very bad. I think we're going to call it here. Yeah, we've been live for an hour and a minute. An hour and 1 minute. So I think we're going to call it here. Yeah, we're going to call it here. Just remember, we're going to go live again on Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hopefully the market's doing better so we can be live for a little bit longer than an hour. Otherwise, if the market sucks, I'm just going to come over here and waste an hour of your time. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. I hope we all make it. We're all on the same boat. We're all trying to get rich. We all have different coins. I always say this. I really hope we all make it. And yeah, take care. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a great week. And I'll catch everybody on Thursday's live stream. Thank you so much for the subscribers. Thank you so much for the members, everyone that super chatted. Thank you so much for all of your support, and have a great night.